How do you feel about that?
Do not tell anybody about his pitch.
No.
Do not let it leave this room.
No.
Okay?
Yeah. What do you think about it though? Like, are we going to be speaking in this room?
It's pretty good.
It's an interesting pitch.
Here's the thing, and this is just me being 100% real with you. The team element messes me up. I obviously want to go for it. I am so scared that I'll be forced to say a name I don't want to say. That's the only thing that entertains me about his pitch.
Man, it's a good pitch.
It's the only thing that entertains me about his pitch.
It makes sense. It does.
He's pitching it good.
And he's
I said
staying
it-
calm and level-headed.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I said it to you yesterday.
And if he can do that under this amount of pressure,
I know. My only
Each
concern
week.
with Hussein was him targeting me.
exactly.
Oh, I don't think so.
And now he's saying that he won't. And upstairs, because I had a one-on-one with him, and I said, you understand that if you are giving 6 people your word, and you stay and you go back on your word, like, I'm gonna hunt you down.
Yeah.
Like, it's
But
not
he
gonna be
has,
good for
he
you, like,
has,
to not go back
like
on your
after his, episode like of blowing up there on day 3, he has kept his composure
He
since
has,
then.
even when he was on the couch.
Exactly.
Even
He
when-
got attacked by Julie.
Even when Julie went in on him, he just took
He
it.
kept it. So
Honestly,
he's a shield. He's like,
and let's be honest here, getting Ro out, you know,
It might not be as cut and dry as we thought.
he makes some
If it
valid
stays,
points.
if it stays team.
Because
because Kyle and Ro, they are going after the girls. Do not be deceived.
Do you think so?
Yes.
What makes you think that?
I don't know if it's so much Ro, but Kyle's leading the pack, and Ro's just going to do whatever Kyle wants.
And Kyle did say
Right?
that.
And this does not leave this room.
No.
Hands
That's
down.
fair.
Okay?
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. You know that I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just from the things I've heard that Kyle's been saying, things like, I don't think the guys should go after the guys. It's always been like that, in the past, and like, let's not go after each other. And Kyle's not going to go after Jed and Ty because he doesn't want that backlash. He knows if he goes after
They've
those
been
guys,
spending more time the last couple of
he knows
days.
If he goes after Jed and Ty, that he is going to be on their radar, and he doesn't want that. I think he looks at the women as easier targets. Do you see what I'm saying?
Fuck.
He makes a good point, Tina.
He does.
He does.
I know.
What's best for our game?
I know. He's getting the guy out.
It is best for our game. Ro did very well in that first competition.
And then, you always have.
You have to think long game.
Let's
for
say,
sure.
to get Ro out, somebody who we don't know where his head at and who he would put him on the block. He's working with Kyle. We get somebody out who we're unsure of to keep somebody who's basically.
And if you look at it, each week you have to nominate 2 people. If next week you have to nominate him to put him up on the block, you only have to pick one other person.
Yeah.
That's the one
Right?
thing.
Because he's basically.
I
saying
already
he can
said that
use
to
him
you.
as-
Like, I already said,
Yeah.
if we, I feel like I need to win because I don't feel safe. But if I win, I may be in a position where I have to say a name I don't want to say. That's what gets me on his pitch. Because then it's obviously Josh.
And then.
And he's not going to
You
hold.
only have one
and
other person,
I
exactly.
honestly don't think
It's
he's.
gonna be Braden.
Yeah. Well, then it would be more of a discussion. But at least then I'm only picking one.
Yeah.
That's what gets me on his pitch. Because I don't want my game.
Shucks.
I don't want my game blowing up, and I'm prematurely saying big freaking names that will come and bite me in the ass later. If it stays in teams.
You're also caught in one.
But now we also potentially create an enemy with Austin. So guess what Austin's going to do? She's going to pair up with Kyle. That's going to force her to make her let her go Kyle because she's not going to trust any of us. if you keep me.
Yeah. But what if you just said straight to her, like, that has nothing to do with my decision. My decision has to do if we stay in teams, and it's an easy pick. Because that's the truth.
We're not going to vote you out.
Latoya,
That's what I mean.
please fix your microphone.
I think we do, because that part of his pitch has no merit to me.
Yeah.
The part about not Austin has zero merit.
It
And that
does,
is,
though.
And we would have to
We-
kind of
we
say,
would have
listen,
to
but
say,
I would
listen.
tell her, like, that's got nothing to do with my
Yeah,
decision.
we'd have
But
to
she
tell
still
her-
might be like a
yeah.
little cheesed
yeah,
about
we'd have
it.
Oh,
to tell her
she's
that if
gonna
he
be.
gets HOH, you know, we wouldn't
vote
go
for you.
go after her.
Well, it depends on who
I
else he
know,
puts
but-
up.
Do you think? I'm kind of surprised at his other conversations that he wants to have.
What do you mean?
The other people.
Maybe Kiefer. I don't think he's getting that from Ty and Jed, do you?
Getting what?
A vote.
Listen, his pitch is good, Tara. Regardless of what
Yeah.
happened yesterday,
From a
right?
game point.
From a game perspective, if you put your emotions aside,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, if you don't.
I'm not-
Ty
I'm
and
just saying.
Ty and Jed may say, makes sense, buddy. Regardless of what happened
I said
yesterday.
before we say anything, see how his pitch goes with them though. Because if they knock it down, it doesn't matter if we think it's a good game, then we're not gonna go against the house. You have to let him pitch to them. And like, I feel like Jed would have the conversation with you.
Yeah.
And you could
For
come.
it to work, they need to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
They can't be running to the house being like, oh my God, this is what Josh said.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I was just like, as soon as he left, I'm like, it stays in here.
I'm fine with that.
Because
Oh,
that's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's what the problem was yesterday. Josh spoke to Jed, and Jed ran and told everybody,
Yeah.
instead of just keeping it to himself
And using the information.
and using the information.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm not gonna say anything about the pitch.
So it
But I-
depends. If he talks to them and they go and they run and tell everybody, then it can't happen.
Yeah.
Because now everybody's gonna have their opinion, and the whole house is gonna blow up, and then we're gonna be on the couch again having another house meeting
Second day in a fucking row.
over somebody's game that they should be playing, because that's what we're here to do.
The valid point
That's
though,
right.
if it
He
stays
was
teams,
playing his game. He was fighting hard.
If it stays teams, it might be better for you to keep somebody like Josh.
Because Lou is a stronger player than Josh, in my opinion.
I don't even know if it's a
Between
matter
the two of them, I feel I could potentially beat Josh in a competition.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could beat Roe in a competition.
Well, you already beat him in the competition.
Well, I know, but yeah, good point.
You never,
Good point.
you never know with the cost.
No, I know you never know, but I'm just
with the
thinking
cost.
if it was a very physical,
If you had to
if it was a
choose between
physical
one
one.
or two.
Exactly.
And if you had to choose between who would you want to be standing up beside as the last two, you would want to stand beside Josh.
What?
If, like, let's say like it was the last two, who would you want to be standing beside?
Well, Josh.
Exactly. I don't know, he makes good points.
Roe's a likable guy,
He's a likable guy,
and he's
but the whole point is,
physical and he's mental.
yeah.
If they're coming for the
And see-
girls,
That's scary because I
I
didn't.
strongly do not repeat this.
I won't.
I strongly believe that. I really do. I really do. And I think that one day.
And a strong
one day
independent. I do not want that. I do not want that.
In the HOH, yeah.
That was just to see where our head was at. That
Yeah.
was just to talk to us, see how we responded to certain things. That he was just hearing us out.
yeah.
I take that with a grain of salt, because since that day he hasn't said one word to me about the game.
No
So
way.
That's very telling.
Well, and I keep like saying to Ron, like, when are you getting your pitch? Like, he's
And Kyle
joking.
has asked me
But
some
he hasn't
weird.
given me one. He's like, he even said it yesterday. He's like, oh, like maybe on Wednesday. Even
Yeah.
this morning, I'm like, can't wait to hear your pitch. He's like, he hasn't pitched me yet.
He said to me,
He
he.
was like yesterday and said, I just wanted to get your opinion on what happened on the couch, because I know that you're very level-headed, and I just really want to know what you think. I want to it's almost like he was trying to get my like, I don't know. And I said, listen, I said, you were put in a situation where you got called out, and you had to defend yourself, and I think you handled yourself very well. I think you spoke well. He did. Everything I said was true. However, I just don't think there should have been there shouldn't have been an announcement, in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
But for our game, it would make.
Because it kind of, if it stays teams,
I've started to think so.
if it stays teams, I think on both sides.
If it stays teams and if it doesn't stay teams, game-wise, it's now looking like after that pitch, it is now looking like it is best to get Tera.
Well, and possibly for us, because if it stays teams and defenders win, if we're the ones that pull off this flip and it's between you, Kiefer, Jed, I feel like those are and Josh, those are 4 people in their room that aren't
We're the
saying
two.
our names.
We're the two.
I don't think, because we'd be helping you pull it off. Do you know what I mean? Like if that's more beneficial for you guys.
And even if the teams dissolve, we would have more
That would
on our
just be
side that
like-
would be pissed off
That
at
would
us.
just be like if Braden wins though.
But
Then
that's
me
if
and-
it,
me and you
that's
would
if it's
catch the
teams
heat.
though.
If it stays in teams. But that's what I mean, if teams are staying,
Even if teams aren't staying.
because I was
Are we
like,
gonna
really
piss off?
worried. That would have to be like kind of like a bargaining chip if you guys feel it's better for you. Because that could put like me or Tina in a bad spot where we're like, look, if
It
I,
might draw a line. It might, us doing it might ruffle some feathers.
yeah.
It definitely could. I think it would rub Austin a long way. And she's not somebody that I wanted to be battling with right now in this game.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
she's just not on my radar right now. She's not somebody that I wanted to be on opposite sides with right now.
Yeah. So
She's looking at it as an emotional point.
It would this pitch is so good, you know why? It's perfect timing too because Austin can't play for HLH next week. So it is the perfect time for him to target her as well.
yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Austin is thinking
Lines-
emotionally
lines
too
are
right
gonna
now.
get drawn on-
If she thought more logically, would she have a different opinion? Probably not, because he's going to go after her anyways, and she knows that,
Yeah.
so it doesn't
Well,
matter.
for her game, logically, it is better to get him out because she knows that he's targeting her. Right? She doesn't, I don't know.
I don't think she'll switch from that, no.
No, because she's just, she's in her emotions. I think Jed could.
Is there any way he can convince her that he wouldn't go after her?
Yeah, like, I don't think he should be going around like saying that. I think he should just keep that to himself
That's what I mean.
and spray it on everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, you going around saying that
Because if
puts
he
us in a predicament and makes it harder for us to.
kept that to
And I don't think
himself,
it's gonna help his game if that's what he's like pitching to
Yeah.
Jed.
But I also don't want to give him advice on like his game because then he could turn around and use that and say, oh,
yeah,
play it.
because if he
Play it,
if he
play it.
if he
No,
had
for
kept
sure,
that to
for sure.
himself,
You have to let him do his thing.
Yeah. But the smart thing to do is to tell us that. But we obviously keep our mouths shut. And he doesn't let it, you know.
but if he kept his mouth shut from here on in about that,
We'd be good.
And it does come down to pitches. Nobody's telling me I'm good. He's the first one.
I know, right? I can't believe he's swaying me. Oh. Good job, buddy.
I'm proud of him.
Good job. But if he goes back on his word, I swear to God.
Well, that's the thing. This is
He
the thing
won't
right
go
now.
back on his word next week. I don't think this pitch means I'm cool with him till the end or anything, do you know what I mean? But for next week, no way. He's gonna have to fight each week. Each week he might have to bend and move every
I
week.
don't think he's going to go back on his word.
I don't. It wouldn't make sense.
Because in this game, you have to have some level of loyalty, some level of honesty. Like, you have to. if you go back on your word, you have 6 people that are literally going to come for your neck.
And I actually believe what he said.
I do too.
He makes valid points.
But even on the couch, I believe what he said.
I think some of it was assumptions and bullshit, but some of the stuff he said, I'm like, I'm not oblivious. Like, I don't think everything he said was like made up.
There's some truth to it.
Yeah, there's always a little bit of truth in there.
Can I say something and keep it real just between the...
Yeah, trust
Because I
rate.
will know that it goes beyond. Ro told me he was going to try and convince Josh to get him to pick him for power veto.
Sorry, say that again?
Remember when they were on the couch and Josh had said something about, well, I picked Tina for the house guest, right? He was basically saying that that Ro was trying to convince him to.
Pick Ro for the power to play in the beauty.
That's true. Ro told me that.
So if he played in the power.
Ro was going to try and win the power of veto and say that he would take Josh down and not do it.
And then force Austin to put Jenna. That would hurt Austin.
I don't know that part.
It would have
I
because
do-
she made
I
a
do
deal
know
with
her.
that would have. Hey,
And then not taking him?
Yeah.
but no, that could have forced his hand to move Jed because she
Well-
made a deal with you and she wasn't touching Braden.
But I do know, Ro did say that to me. He said, I'm going to try and convince him to pick me if he gets house guest choice.
He's not telling a complete lie. There's
No.
truth to what he's saying.
And I have not said that to anybody. You guys are the only
Yeah.
ones that know.
No,
that.
yeah, no.
If Jed had just taken that information and just, sat, but he ran and he told everybody. And then it was so easy for people to gang up on Josh because he already made his reputation. Instead of sitting with the information and really dissecting it and saying,
And the reason why I didn't share that before was because I wanted to see how it all played out.
Yeah.
But because he denied that on the couch, I know I can't trust her. I know I can't. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he went. Not that I trust him, anyways. But I'm just saying it just proved that there is some truth to what Josh is saying.
there is. And I do believe that.
We have to see.
And I do believe that I do believe that Josh is the one that, started the conversation about the Pretty Boy 2.0. But I do believe that Austin initially believed it and was on board with it, and you know what I mean. But really did let Josh take the complete fall for it. I do believe she's involved in that. If you listen to how she answered the question, she was like, "You got it, yeah."
Mm-hmm.
She was involved in that in some capacity. Maybe not she's not the one who came up with the idea, but she definitely initially.
Because she did say we wouldn't have had the
we
votes.
wouldn't have
So
had
she
the
thought
votes.
about
So had you had the votes, you would have voted Jed. You would have put Jed up. It's just because you do not have the votes,
Right.
and everybody's afraid to put up Jed.
For sure.
I guess we'll have to see how the conversations go with Jed and Ty. If Jed will talk to you. Jed, I feel like I can't read him. I can't read him.
No.
I hope.
And Jed is the
after-
only one I
hope-
worry, if your team wins, I don't know if Jed is going to say my name. I cannot tell.
I hope after.
I told him yesterday when I had a conversation with him, because my name did kind of get, but I already told Jed
Yeah,
that.
he already knew that.
And I did say to him, for me in this game, Jed, I am not going to say your name because I don't know where you are. It would make no sense for me to come after a big player like Jed when I don't know who he's cool with. And I
Right.
did say that to him. But in the same token, because I don't know where Jed is, I don't know if Jed would come as me as
Right,
an easy target.
Right. I just hope that when Josh speaks to
But
Jed
if
and
this
Ty,
could maybe
that
build,
they just come to me and talk to me about it first,
they're going to go to you, not to us.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I could
You can logically
bring them to
If that
see
could,
a right
a
thought
right
train.
thought train.
if that could
But if
bridge
they
some
run-
trust between me and Jed,
Yeah.
I might be okay with that.
Yeah.
If he entertains it,
But if he runs and goes and tells other people,
then we can't.
Then we can't do it.
1000% we can't. And this conversation was simply us, like, it's not, like, we laughed about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We did not
We didn't even entertain it. Like, it was a joke. It went through one ear and it came out the next.
You'll have to see if Jed comes to you. But I feel like, I can't tell, but when he said Jed and Ty, like, I feel like Ty will tell Beth.
I don't know. I hope not. I hope they're smart enough to, like, not
I
do
don't know.
that.
Yesterday they played with a bit of emotion though.
They did. And I'm just like, why are we sitting on this couch? Are you going to call out everybody that says something about you?
The good thing is we have time. We've got time to.
Well, it's good that we've kind of had this conversation early in the day. Because I think we can kind of regroup later and see if we've heard anything. But he makes a good pitch.
It's not a terrible idea.
It really isn't. Then, you know, he takes, you know, if he's like going after Austin, then hey, that's something we don't have to worry about. You know, he could do
Well,
it.
exactly.
He could take care of it. Then Ro's already gone. We don't have to worry about that. Kyle's on his own.
I am concerned about the Kyle, Ty, and Jed. Like
Like if
just
there's
see him
more-
kind of
if there's
but
more
I
to
don't
be
know.
there.
I could be reading into it a little bit
Nah,
more.
I'm not.
No.
No way.
not.
You're
No.
not?
And it might just be a ploy on Kyle. You know what I mean?
Like,
I'm not.
like, do you think if Kyle's had conversations about getting the girls out, do you think any of the other guys are in those conversations?
I think that's Kyle and Ro.
That's Kyle and Ro. That's a Kyle and Ro thing. I don't think Kyle even trusts Jed and Ty. I just think he's keeping them close for his game.
He is, because he's not saying a whole lot, really.
He's not telling them anything. He's just keeping them close, being friendly with them so that they don't go after him. That's it. So when you see them
Nah,
together,
you're
like
right.
hanging out, it doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
They're just maintaining a good relationship.
Yeah, so that they don't
Because to be
back and
honest,
forth.
none of them want to go against each other. Jed doesn't want to go after Kyle. Kyle doesn't want to go after Jed. Ty doesn't want to go after Kyle. Kyle doesn't want to go after Ty. They're just playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't think it means anything.
It's an interesting pitch. You gotta lay it out longer. How
I'm
does
curious to see how the
How
guys
does it
take
unfold?
Yeah.
What are the
That's gonna be-
benefits? What are the backlash?
Oh no.
What outweighs? Are there more benefits or is there more backlash?
I think there's more benefits at this point, if you ask me.
Is it if we decide to do it, instead of it being just the 6 that he's talking about, is there anyone else that we could pull into it
Yep.
that we can?
We can get him more votes.
That's what I mean.
We could even get him more votes.
Because if we can pull more into it,
Well,
Then
maybe
it's-
not, because the people that he hasn't promised safety would be like, well, why would I vote for him? He hasn't promised me safety.
no, but we don't tell them.
We
that
don't
it's
tell them that
Right,
he
right,
did that.
But if we can convince anybody else, then it's taken a little bit of the heat off of the people who flipped. We're spreading the heat out a little
Yeah.
bit more.
I almost want to go find Ty and Jed and say, hey, Josh is going to come to you with a pitch. Do not say anything afterwards.
Let's chat.
Let's chat.
I think you should.
Yeah, I'll be back. Still a bit.
Do you want to
sore.
go do our ball pit?
Yep. I gotta do my pee first though.
Yeah, I gotta pee too. Gotta get her steps in, Tina.
Gotta get ball pit.